All right, and welcome back to That's Some Cheese, part of the Vendetta Sports Podcast Network. Today is Monday, January 18th. We have a pretty good show for you guys. It's the Double Alex Show. So for those who do not know, we have our producer for the first time ever. Alex, welcome. Introduce yourself. What's going on?
I'm doing really well. I'm very excited to be here and get some real experience in this industry. Like I said to you before, just to actually be doing something for someone in this industry is really cool, and I'm really excited to work with you.
So that's Alex. I think maybe next week we'll just have Alex on a show. Just dive into his brain and see what's going on.
See if I have some stupid takes.
Yeah, we'll get him some airtime. But Double Alex Show, we have our guy, Pink Headphones, Alex Chick on the show today. I had to get him on just so we had a Double Alex Show. Of course, he's got his XXL drink. Yeah. I don't know, dude.
Everything's bigger in Texas. You know this.
Chill out with your drinks, dude.
Everything's bigger in Texas. You know this, right? Like this is how we do. Big portions, big drinks, big everything. You know that.
Yep. Big ball energy, all that. So we're gonna go over the games, and I'm gonna keep a similar sort of approach because last week I was sort of miserable. Let's dive into the problems here. We're gonna dive into every single team's problem, why they lost. All right, so let's start. I got to pull up the games. I'm not even prepared. My brain's a mess again. My life's going to be hell these next 2 weeks. Okay, Rams. They lose 32-18 to the Green Bay Packers. Alex, what's the problem? How do we solve the problem with the Rams?
Well, they're kind of stuck with the problem. Because, I mean, they signed Jared Goff to that contract extension, and you and me both were not big on Jared Goff ever. And so I'm just like, he's the whole reason they lost. Injuries or not, the Rams just won't have playoff success. Now, before you call me out, yes, I did say I did like the Rams to go to the Super Bowl, but that's because of Sean McVay.
You said that?
I did in the Slack. Wow, I exposed myself.
God, you're dumb.
Glad. I would thought you would have remembered that. I thought you would have remembered that of all people. I keep screenshots from 2 years ago, Trey. But like, no. But the problem is Jared Goff. Like I really do like this team all the way around. Sean McVay's a great head coach. Defense is there. They got Cam Akers, and I don't know, that team's really good. It's just Jared Goff. He stinks. He sucks.
Yeah, I hate going with the SpongeBob SquarePants answer because I don't want to sound like, typical analyst. Ooh, quarterback loses, therefore he's the problem. But in this case, there's not much else to say. Even going back to last week, are we sure he's better than John Wolford?
John Wolford was.
I'm being serious.
He was doing good. And then I think when he started playing well, they realized they made a mistake with Goff, and they were like, "Fuck, oh well."
Are we referring to Mr. LinkedIn?
Yes, that is who we're referring to. That guy. Thank you, other Alex. No, but you're right. And the other problem, and nobody's really talking about this. Other Alex can look this up. I think it's a $36.5 million cap hit that Jared Goff is costing the team every single year. It's one thing to trot out Goff as your quarterback. You can't also be paying him $36.5 million a year because then you're really screwed.
Yeah. I mean, I hated doing that news story when Jared Goff signed that extension. I was like, oh my God, why? Just why would you do that to yourself? There's no fucking point. Because
the Rams team is pretty good. Even the rookies. Van Jefferson plays well. Cam Akers is a monster, as I said he would be. They got receivers out the ass. Even Josh Reynolds is a guy that steps up for Cooper Kupp. Yeah. They got guys everywhere. Jalen Ramsey should be the perfect corner to stop Devontae Adams. Even Devontae Adams didn't have the biggest game in the world. Alan Lazard had the biggest game for the Packers, and he dropped 3 or 4 balls. Yeah. So this Rams team is pretty good, but I hate going with the SpongeBob SquarePants answer, but Goff is obviously the problem. And McVay, we've seen that he's very clever.
Yeah.
You were right on that, Trey. It was $34,600,000 $625,000. It's insane.
It's one thing to trot out Goff. It's another thing to pay him that. So.
Oh my God, that's awful.
Let's go to the Packers side of things, because I think you were on the episode I talked about this. But every time Aaron Rodgers goes out there and he says 319, I get these little chills down my spine because they just don't know how long I'm going to get to see it for. I'm enjoying every second of it.
Oh man,
It's like going out on a date. She's quite not perfect, but you just enjoy every second you're with her.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's kind of what you get to. Yeah, but no, Aaron Rodgers is holy shit. Like, I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for him and the Bills. But I
love everything about him this year. He's cocky. He's got that look to him. He just knows he's better than you.
Yeah, and it's funny because analysts hate that he's cocky, and he's just like, yeah, fuck you, I don't care.
Those are my kind of guys. Can I take like a 30-second side tangent because we have other Alex here? And I mentioned this on the article that I just wrote it a few days ago, but it came out today, the State of the Union post. I'm not looking for just good writers. Those guys bore me to death. And Alex went through this process. I interviewed probably 100 people. They're all the same people. Oh, I'm passionate about sports. Oh my God, I've always been interested in this. Nobody gives a fuck. I don't care. Nor does anybody else interviewing you. Alex, this guy shows up in the studio. This guy was hired within 30 seconds. Be different. What makes you different? Aaron Rodgers goes out there every single Sunday and he knows he's just that 1% of the 1%.
Yeah, he walks out.
I just want to say this, though. The Packers were very smart by pissing Aaron Rodgers off. You draft Julian Love, and he's an MVP. You piss him off. So that is all in that front office. Just piss him off and let him have an MVP caliber season. Let him go.
Yeah.
Let him do what he has to do.
I said this, if Jordan Love sucks and they win the Super Bowl this year, it's the best pick in the whole draft.
4D chess move, man. Like, how can we win? It's like this, well, you could just piss Aaron Rodgers off, and we don't even have to draft anybody good in the first round. Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah, we'll try it. Fuck it.
I didn't understand the criticism for their second round pick, though, because, yeah, he fumbled this week, but A.J. Dillon's a guy I really liked in college. He reminds me a lot of the old Giants running back, Brandon Jacobs. He's a big guy, but he's really agile on his feet. He's a guy I really liked out of Boston College. I didn't quite understand the criticism for that one. Yes, they needed another receiver, but he's going to be a good back for them.
Yeah, I thought he would be a little bit more relevant this year. I didn't think it was going to be so late in the season.
It's taken some of these rookies some time, though. Even Jonathan Taylor was in college forever, and he's not even a guy I liked. But the last 4 weeks of the year, he was a lot better than what he was in the beginning of the year. Akers, he didn't even get touches in the first half of the year. J.K. Dobbins wasn't getting touches. Now Mark Ingram's a healthy scratch, so it takes these guys some time to get used to it. Even running backs.
I wonder if that was a lot due to no preseason too, and then COVID and shit. I wonder if that kind of was connected. I could see that connection, but I never liked fucking preseason. Wasting my time. Just a teaser.
So confirmed. What's the problem? Jared Goff's the problem.
Jared Goff's the problem. Yeah.
The other yeah, and he also signed a extension, what was it, in the offseason. So you're screwed with that one for like 5 years.
Yeah, good for them.
Yep. Anyway, let's move to the next game. Buffalo Bills, Baltimore Ravens. Bills win 17-3. Alex, what's the problem with the Ravens? How do we fix the problem?
I felt like with the wind and everything, they should have ran the ball a lot better than they did, because I didn't see why you needed to pass all that much, but they do need another wide receiver. I feel like.
What are we doing here?
What?
What are we doing here?
Well, I didn't want to do this.
I'm giving you softball layups, and you're going.
I know. I was
gonna
let you go. I was gonna let you go.
What are we doing here?
I was setting you up. I was. It was a oop, Trey.
I'm hosting the show. I'm setting you up with softball layups, and you're over here like,
all right.
Oh, the wind really got to him this week.
All right, it's Lamar Jackson. It is Lamar Jackson, but holy shit, guy can't pass. He can't pass. He's a good football player. He's a terrible quarterback. Terrible quarterback. He can't throw the ball. You can't have a quarterback that can't throw the ball. That's what it is. I was gonna let you have that, but yes, everyone. It's funny because Ravens fans, they're always complaining about everything else. Oh, Lamar Jackson doesn't have enough wide receivers. Da 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 da. It's like the motherfucker just can't throw the ball. Did you see that interception he threw? He was triple covered. I was like, why would you even throw it? Like, don't even in the wind? Are you fucking kidding me? No. Lamar Jackson's terrible as a quarterback. If you put him as a running back, shit, you might have a chance. Just stop trying to fool yourself. Just stop trying to fool yourself.
This is why I don't do it. It's like the hot girl that you meet and you never know. You know it's not going to work, but once in a while she'll surprise you. She'll get you going a little bit, but you know it's not going to work. This was me every single day. I'm the only Ravens fan in the world that hates his own team. This is why. Because no matter how functional they are, they can draft really well. They can put the pieces around them. They can build the offense the right way. We'll even give them tight ends that can block and go out on routes. We got 3 running backs at the ass. This Ravens team has been the exact same team since I've been alive. Trent Dilfer's out there picking up 4 first downs and he wins Super Bowls. What the hell is the difference? The only difference is Trent Dilfer might be able to throw the ball a lot better now. I mean, this is complete and utterly embarrassing. I don't understand how anybody can sit here today. And again, I've been on this since day one. He's going to be the Kaepernick. He's going to surprise you. He's going to get people off guard a little bit. But at the end of the day, elite throwers of the football win Super Bowls. And Lamar Jackson is, he's not even in that ballpark. Like, it's complete and utterly embarrassing. And I want to talk about this too, because this isn't being mentioned enough. John Harbaugh came out this week and said, we really like Josh Allen in the draft. No, you fucking didn't. No, you didn't. It's a complete and utter lie. During that 2018 draft, Baltimore picked ahead of Buffalo. Alex, I don't know what pick the Bills had initially, but I know for a fact they picked late. They used Cordy Glenn to move up with the Cincinnati Bengals, and then they traded up again, which I believe it was with, I don't know who it was with, but it was the 7 pick. They got Josh Allen with the 7 pick. And the other crazy part is the pick that Baltimore had, they gave that to Buffalo. That was the Tremaine Edmonds pick. So that 2018 draft completely defined this game. Buffalo ended up with Josh Allen and Tremaine Edmonds. Baltimore ended up with Lamar Jackson and Hayden Hurst in a draft where Baltimore picked ahead of Buffalo. That's why they lost.
Yeah. No, I just can't throw the ball. I'm sorry, you can't. I mean, stop trying to fool yourself. I would actually be like happier for the Ravens if they just like pretended.
Happy
like,
for the Ravens. I hate my team.
I know, but listen, but they just need to stop fooling themselves.
Do you know how hard it is?
Just run an option offense. That's all you need to do. Stop fooling yourself.
No. Do you know how terrible it is to sit there on the couch and actively root for your team to lose? Do you know what that's like?
No, I can't, because we lose by ourselves anyway, being a Raiders fan. So like we just fucking throw games anyway, so it doesn't matter to me.
I hate my own team. It's terrible. You know what the other problem is? All these people just suddenly love Josh Allen. All these people just suddenly love Josh Allen. For years, that guy was at Wyoming, and Trey, he sucks. He can't even complete 50% of his throws. What's he doing? He can't even dominate at Wyoming. Why do you like this guy so much? Did you see the Iowa game? He threw like 2 picks. And now everybody loves Josh Allen. It's just weird how that works.
Yeah, it's like people know how to scout and some don't. I don't know. I don't know. But this also goes into that thing you were talking about, and this was on that episode too. I think the same one, that Aaron Rodgers one, is that you have to give rookie quarterbacks some time to fucking develop. I mean, not everyone's gonna fucking come out the ass and just be great. Like, people want to judge quarterbacks off of 10 games. I mean, hell, they thought Lamar Jackson was the best quarterback ever. That was the discussion at one point. Better than like Patrick Mahomes.
I just said this about the LinkedIn guy too. Brett Hundley played in that game for Baltimore, and this is sort of my point on it. Baltimore has catered everything around Lamar Jackson. Everything. If he gets drafted by the Jets, he stinks. He might be out of the league.
Yeah.
What was the difference between him and Brett Hundley? Brett Hundley had better drives going than Lamar Jackson. And yes, I know it was a short sample size, but you're going to plug anybody that's athletic into that offense, and they'll have a little bit of success.
They look the same. They really did. Like, it was the same thing. Like, you know, if you didn't change the number, it was the same athletic plays. I mean, nothing was changed. So it's Lamar Jackson.
My phone is going bananas right now.
Is it?
Do we have anything else in this game? Alex, did you find that one?
Yeah, I was looking at, they were saying that they traded Baltimore gave away their 16th.
Yeah, that was the Edmonds pick.
Yeah, and the because they traded back twice in that draft.
And ended up with a 29-year-old tight end that can't play, Hayden Hurst, who's no longer on the roster.
Yeah, he's
Makes
wonderful.
sense. Makes sense. Good
Great
move.
use of their first-round pick.
Well, you got to be mad at that too as a fan, because they traded twice. They traded back twice. Like you have to highlight and capitalize that they traded back twice in that draft, and then
it's not just trading back. The guy you ended up with can't play,
right,
and isn't on your team anymore. So, why don't we take our break right here? We'll do the other two games in a second, but we'll be right back.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. In case you hadn't heard, your favorite Renegade Sports Media Group has its own Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Vendetta Sports Media to support our efforts to continuously bring you sports, gaming, and other media coverage as only we can. We've got 4 different membership tiers. For $3 a month, we'll give you a simple thank you on our Patreon site. For $6 a month, you get a thank you and you get to become a recruit in Jackson Law's Vendetta University Gaming Series. For $10 a month, you get everything from the previous tiers, a special thank you at the end of our videos, free access to our upcoming Discord chat, and a free koozie after 4 months. And then the big dog, $50 a month, gets you everything from the previous tiers, as well as opportunities for Fantasy League invites, stream gaming, possible invites to mock NFL and NBA draft sessions, a once-a-month Google Hangout, and after 4 months, a free t-shirt. Yeah! Go to patreon.com/Vendetta Sports Media and help us to improve our pledge to bring you the best sports, gaming, and other media coverage.
It's going to take us some time to get used to this new setup, but we're going to get into the other two games here. Cleveland Browns, Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs win 22-17. Alex, what's the problem? How do we fix the problem with the Cleveland Browns? How do we get them to the next level?
Well, it was becoming obvious that their pass defense isn't just what it needs to be at. Their pass defense kind of lacks a lot. You kind of saw that in the Steelers game a little bit. I mean, they have the 22nd ranked best pass defense in the league. Because I did the article, or I did their preview, the Steelers and the Browns. 22nd best pass defense, and then you go to the Chiefs, who have practically the best pass offense.
I can't believe you even remembered a stat.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, I'm trying. I took some pills. The brain. No, I'm just kidding.
What's wrong with you?
I know, but no, it's it's 22nd best pass defense.
Timeout. What kind of pills are you taking?
No, it was a joke. They do have brain pills though. Don't ask me how I remember that either. I remember useless shit. Okay. But I used to work at Walgreens, as you know, and so they used to have brain pills for like people with old age and can't remember shit. I know
you need those.
Well, I'm not that old yet. Let's not get there yet. But
no, your memory is just terrible.
I know that, but
you don't even know what we talked about 10 minutes ago.
Aaron Rodgers. There we go.
Okay.
But yeah, the Browns' pass defense is kind of bad. They do kind of need a wide receiver. They got a bunch of nobodies. Shout out to Juju. But no, it's like they got Rashard Higgins and People Jones, and other than Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham was out, but I mean, he's overrated as fuck. So I don't know. It's just the Browns team is good. They have a lot of talent. It's not there. I don't know what's not.
What do you mean it's not there?
The pass defense is not clicking.
I mean, they're playing Kansas City. They only gave up 22. That's not a bad outcome.
That's because Chad Henne was there for like the midway through the third quarter and the fourth quarter. They could have put up 40. They would have put up 40 if it wasn't Chad Henne. They would have put up 40 easily. I was surprised everyone in the fucking Slack chat was like, "Oh yeah, I like the Browns this week." I was like, "Why? Like honestly, why?" I mean, not only did I like Baker Mayfield's fire, but I mean he's just not like the best quarterback. First of all, he's getting carried by his run offense, and then you only have Jarvis Landry to throw to. No, I don't like it.
I think the biggest mistake they made was giving up on the run too soon. Mayfield threw the ball 37 times. Nick Chubb had 13 carries. This Browns team has to be a run-first team all the time. And Stefanski was the offensive coordinator for Minnesota. The reason why Case Keenum got to NFC title games is because they relied on the run game. Baker Mayfield's not much better, in my opinion.
No. No, he's not.
You can see he's got a good arm, but you can see the walk on in him. He's not a Mahomes twitchy talent. He's not a Josh Allen twitchy talent. He's not a Rodgers twitchy talent. Mayfield, he's just not quite dynamic enough athletically to be on Mahomes' level. He can't throw the ball 37 times. And I know they were trailing, but that's got to be a run first, run second, run third team. They were missing their left tackle for a big portion of the game, but the talent on the Browns is not the issue.
No.
They're loaded. Myles Garrett's awesome.
Oh, he is good though. Holy shit. I was watching him and I mean, I'm surprised he's not talked about more, honestly. To be honest with you, because I mean, like he's in every play.
He should take his helmet and bash you over the head to fix your hair.
Dude, I need a haircut, but I'm like, I'm getting married next month. Like, so I'm just kind of holding off because we're gonna probably do pictures and shit. So I'm just like trying to. It's gonna look bad. It's gonna look worse.
You're getting married next month, and you're wearing a virginity sweater.
Dude, isn't that awesome though? And like, it's just virginity rocks. I love it. I love it.
You're the worst.
I am, but it's okay. Because I can acknowledge that I'm the worst. And so as long as I know that, then, we're good.
Awesome. I know other Alex wanted to talk about the big balls and Andy Reid. Let's give him some airtime. What do you got?
Yeah, I had to just say that I just got to say a little bit about that because it's 4th and inches. First of all, let's just talk about his run for a second. That was a 12-yard run, 13-yard run. I thought he maybe got the first down upon the further look, didn't get it, whatever. But he almost did like a dolphin dive, like right into the turf.
He's old too. He was drafted in 2008.
He could have pulled the Mahomes right there too and just got up and he's like not standing. Like he could have been rocking like that. So then he gets to the line, you're looking and you're like, all right, like even myself, and I'm sure there was plenty of other people that were saying this. Chad's at the line. He's looking, all right, you're just going to draw him off. You can see him. He's looking. He's going to draw him off. And then they snap the ball. And you can't sit there and tell me that you thought that they were going to go for it actually. 4th and inches, maybe in that situation, yeah. But with Chad, anything is possible. I guess so. You're going to go for it on 4th and inches. And it was a great play call. And it was highlighted on ESPN later that night that they ran that same play with Mahomes weeks prior to that. And it was just, you just bump Tyreek outside. You just get him a chance to catch the ball, and that's an easy play. But you got to give a lot of credit to Andy Reid and a lot of credit to Eric Bieniemy because they got a sack of balls for going for it because there was still over 1 minute and 30 seconds. It was like 1:36, I believe, that was left on the clock. So you're giving the ball to Baker. They don't have any timeouts. So the safe play would be try to let him drive the ball up the field in a 2-minute drill with a defense that already picked him once. That's the smart play. But if you're Andy Reid, he's like, he said it in his press conference. He said himself, he's like, oh yeah, we knew we were going for that. He's like, you guys didn't though, but we were. I'm like, I was just blown away. And that's why Andy Reid is Andy Reid. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I was going to put a little bit of Bill Belichick in that, but I'm not going to get into that argument because that's a different argument for.
Hey, the good people of Philadelphia decided that Andy Reid wasn't good enough for them though.
Yeah, and that's the best point that can be made about this whole entire argument.
The good people of Philadelphia, they know everything. Andy Reid wasn't good enough for them. Carson Wentz isn't good enough for them. He's the problem too. Great people of Philadelphia. I do want to make one point on the Chiefs though, because Mahomes is going to keep getting credit, and I don't want to rain on his parade, but it just kind of goes to show you. Chad Henne's not perfect. He made a really dumb decision with that end zone pick. But they were pretty good with Alex Smith, too. There's a reason why they're good. Tyreek Hill, you don't even have to draw plays for him. You're like, just go out, run this guy.
Separate note, I think he's so fucking overrated just because he's so fucking fast. He's fast as hell. But no, I think he's overrated because he's just fast. He's fucking fast. That's all he fucking is.
That's stupid.
He's shifty, but he's just fast. I don't care. I don't, and maybe it's because I hate the Chiefs, and you know that. But I think the guy's overrated. You just throw it to him on the outside, he'll run fucking 20 yards before you can catch him.
That would be like saying I'm overrated at running this website because my brain's too big. Like what? He's fast. Yeah, that's part of his skill set.
Brain size doesn't matter. I know, because when I do this, I can hear my fucking brain go do, but I'm not the stupidest person.
That'd be like saying I'm a 10 out of 10 if I was like 6'1", but since I'm not, I'm like a 7.5.
Okay. He's just fast. I don't care. He's just fast.
Travis Kelce's the best tight end in the league too.
Yes.
This Chiefs team is just really good.
Yeah.
All right, last game. Bucks, Saints. And for those who listened to the lead word, I did say Tampa was going to win for the sole fact that New Orleans won the previous 2 games. That was the only reason I had for it. But let's go over the Saints. They lose 30-20. Alex, what's the problem with the Saints? How do we get the Saints to the next level?
Yeah, I was surprised that I was able to avoid quarterbacks on all 4 of them. But because I tried to go outside of quarterbacks for the Browns one. But Drew Brees was literally throwing the ball into the ground to open wide receivers.
It's weird. Who said that in like week 1?
Well, I don't know. Some guy.
I don't recall.
Anyway, some guy with a big brain runs a website, apparently. You know, I don't know. Like, that's what you just said. Remember that. But no, he was just throwing the ball into the fucking ground. And then you're like, oh. And then Jameis Winston pops out there for a 56-yard.
Don't even do that.
No, I know.
You hate Jameis. Don't do that.
Bro, I'm just saying what happened in the game. Can't do that? I can't just put what happened in the game?
You're a Winston hater. You're not allowed to defend him.
That's fair.
Stick to your guns.
I can't. I'm just telling you, I'm not defending him. I'm just saying, Jameis Winston trots out there, throws a 56-yard bomb, and they score. It's more to discredit Drew Brees. He was the 3rd best quarterback on the roster.
I said that in the beginning of the year.
I know. I didn't. I'm not saying you didn't.
He's got nothing left. Absolutely nothing left. I know they couldn't have done it, but I did sit there midway through the 3rd quarter saying they're not going to score again if they don't bench Brees. The offense is too predictable. You can't, over the course of a 16-game season, draw up 5-yard pass after 5-yard pass after 5-yard pass and be perfect all year, because that's what they were doing. Sean Payton's one of the best play callers in the NFL. The only reason why they're that good is because he kept being creative. Even that big Winston play, that was a play that the Bears drew up against them last week.
Except, we'll use that shit.
I don't know if you saw that, but it was the exact same play that the Bears ran the previous week. Sean Payton's like, screw this, we'll steal it. And Winston was in the game because he knows Brees can't throw the ball more than 10 yards down the field.
Mm-hmm. Shit.
I don't want to put too much blame on Michael Thomas either, but
I was going to ask you that.
What the hell happened to that guy?
Dude was like, it was funny because his Twitter handle is can't guard Mike, and then everyone was like, can guard Mike, apparently, because didn't he have no catches? He had no catches.
No
right?
catches?
0.
No catches. It wasn't just that though. He stunk all year.
No, he was not that. He became irrelevant. People were talking about him like he was probably 1 or 2 in the league, which was idiotic.
Did he break the catch record? Right? I think he had the catch record last year.
Yeah. Well, that's because
how do you do that?
5
and
yards.
Just stink.
5 yard. That's all who Drew Brees would throw to. He would hand it off. He would either throw it out the backfield to Alvin Kamara, hand it off to Alvin Kamara, or just throw a slant to Michael Thomas. That's the only throw he could make, was backfield with a slant.
He's got nothing. He has nothing left. He needs to retire.
Someone got smart and was like, hey, Michael Thomas is going to do a slant. Just guard the slant. And they did. And then he didn't get no catches.
And I don't want to do this either because, yes, Brady outplayed him. And yes, I said some bad things about Brady. He's played a little bit better than I thought he would. But those two aren't even close right now.
No.
And I don't think Brady even played like a superior game.
No.
They're just not close.
No, he didn't fucking play he didn't play any type of good game. Dude didn't even throw for fucking 200 yards. Yes, it was 199. I don't give a fuck. Okay, you have Antonio Brown, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. Gronk can still just run up, and he's fucking 6 foot a million. Okay, you just have to throw it anywhere in his proximity, and he'll fucking get it. I mean, like, people overrate Brady so fucking much, and he has those 4 fucking options, okay? I fucking hate Brady, bro. Like, people overrate the fuck out of this dude. He's got 3 of the best. I would go so far to say maybe 3 of the top 10 wide receivers. Okay, top 15-ish, okay? Wide receivers in the game. He's got Gronk, who's just fucking a big body you could just throw to him. No, fuck that.
He's
mad. Not good.
I am
mad.
irrationally mad.
Obviously. When am I not?
He's also got Cameron Braid as well. And yesterday
Yeah.
they kind of used Gronk more as blocking and just sent Braid outside.
Yeah, he's fucking garbage. Fucking hate that guy. Fuck that guy, man.
Can I rub some salt in the wound to your Raiders?
Why?
Just a little bit.
All right.
Remember, I think you were with us at the time when I said Devin White was the best player in that draft.
You bring this up every time. You bring this up. I don't know why. You are rubbing salt in the wound.
Well, I distinctly remember saying Devin White was the best player in that draft. And I distinctly remember the Raiders being on the clock at number 4. And then I distinctly remember them picking a guy by the name of Cleveland Farrell, who I said was probably like a 3rd round guy. Wasn't really that good. Was clearly the 3rd best defensive lineman on his own college team. And then they somehow let this Devin White guy go to Tampa Bay. I don't recall, but number 45 on Tampa Bay is really good.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
He's okay.
He's all right.
He changed the whole game.
Nah, yeah.
He might be the best linebacker
didn't.
in the league.
No, he didn't actually, Trey. Tom Brady did. Tom Brady was the fucking game changer in that one.
Okay.
I don't know what you're watching. God, go on fucking Twitter. Tom Brady's the fucking he got credited for fucking taking care of the ball.
Number 45 is the best player in the field.
No, well, sure, I'll give you that. Whatever, I don't care. As long as it doesn't go to fucking Tom Brady.
But hey, I was
Fucking
told that
overrated.
Mike Mayock knows what he's doing. That this Mike Mayock guy is this brilliant drafter.
Did I ever say he knew what he was doing?
Yes.
No.
You were all sitting there excited.
No,
Raiders are 6-3.
But you know what?
Woo!
You know what? I have faith, okay? I was close last year on the prediction. I was 2 games off this year, okay? I thought they would go 10-6 and they just fucked themselves, okay?
Uh-huh.
I came to terms with it. I'm a Raiders fan. I know how this goes, okay?
No, you didn't.
I defended Mike Mayock's picks. I have never once uttered the words or typed the words out, Mike Mayock knows what he's doing.
Well, you ripped every single draft post that I gave the Raiders.
Yes, because I have to defend my team. If I don't, who will?
I don't defend my team.
Well, that's because you hate your team.
Yeah.
That's not even the same thing. It's not the same way. It's different.
Wait, can we go back to that for a second? Did you, Alex? Were you saying that Tom Brady won that game for the Bucks?
He was being sarcastic.
I was being sarcastic.
No
because,
chance.
Yeah,
no, absolutely. I was sitting here like ready to just throw my headset. I'm like, whoa.
You're allowed to.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, no, that's the common consensus. If you didn't watch the game and you went on Twitter or whatever, any fucking media analyst, they would have said Tom Brady won that fucking game for the Buccaneers. And
He did throw a really nice pass to Drew Brees' son.
Oh,
after the game
good.
was over.
Good for him. Fucking loser. God,
You had a rookie on that defense, and then you had a second-year player win that game for Tampa Bay.
Number 45 is the best
Defense
player in the
wins
field.
championships.
He's awesome.
Defense wins championships.
yeah.
I just remember somebody saying he was the best player in that draft, and he's unbelievable. So it's weird. Anyway, we can wrap this up. We have 2 more topics. I want to talk about Urban Meyer for a second, because I say this all the time. Talented people have options. Urban Meyer didn't just take the first job that was given to him. I can guarantee for a fact he's been handed job offer after job offer after job offer. We already know that he met with the University of Texas, turned them down.
Why would you go to Texas though? So
Well, a lot of coaches have egos and they take the first job that's offered to them and they think they can fix everything. But Urban Meyer is a smart guy, and I know this is going to work because he didn't take the first job that was offered to him. I get to take over a team that won 1 game, and he's done this his whole career. He won at Bowling Green. He won at Utah. He won at Florida. You can say whatever you want about him winning at Ohio State. They were winning 6 games when he was there. Luke Fickell was their head coach, and they weren't good.
ugh.
Everywhere this guy goes, he wins. And he didn't just take the first job available. He took a job where there's no expectations. This team just won 1 game. He walks in the door. He's got $75 million in cap space, I believe.
You got a lot.
He walks in the door. He gets a generational quarterback prospect that may be the best one we've seen in a long, long, long time. Not only that, but he walks into a door where the Colts have Phillip Rivers and they're quite not good enough. The Tennessee Titans, they're Derrick Henry and not a whole lot else. They're never going to be much better than 10-6. And Deshaun Watson hates his team and they're dysfunctional. He walks into the division, he can dominate. I wouldn't want to be part of the AFC West. I wouldn't want to be part of the NFC West. I wouldn't want to be part of the AFC East right now. This AFC South division stinks. Sign me up for all of it. This is going to work.
Yeah. I have to run this by, and I did mention the Slack chat and no one fucking answered me. But, and if I'm being fucking dumb, let me know. But can we actually ignore that, like, Trevor Lawrence is going to be the number one pick? Like, can we say Justin Fields can be the number one pick because of Ohio State? Just because of that connection? You
have to pick Lawrence, but I did say this. I would call the Jets just to be like, what would you offer me to move down one spot? Would you give me 4 ones?
Yeah. Just
because I really like Justin Fields.
I know.
But I would see what the Jets would be willing to offer.
Maybe anybody, honestly. You could see any top 10, see what they fucking give you at that fucking point. If you know you're going to take Justin Fields, if you like Justin Fields.
How much would they give me?
Fuck, I don't know.
I would demand 4 ones to swap.
I think that'd be a good one. 4 ones. Yeah.
I'd be willing to do it at that point.
And the Jets would be dumb enough to take it because me and you both like Sam Darnold, but like
I do like Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold's a good quarterback.
They have no players though.
Absolutely nobody.
There wouldn't even be a guy on the roster you'd want.
Frank Gore was starting. Frank fucking Gore.
It's the worst roster in the league by a mile.
Yeah. And then second, it's got to be Texans. Other than J.J. Watt, I guess. Fucking A.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second.
Okay.
Do you think Meyer's going to work in Jacksonville?
I think it will. I think they I like their wide receivers a lot. I mean, I do. No, I really do.
They only have Chark. He's fine.
Didi's okay.
Stop.
Who's the other one? Fuck, there's one more. Conley's okay too. I'm not saying they're like fucking amazing.
Replace them tomorrow.
Oh yeah, but I'm not saying they're fucking amazing. But I mean, shit. As if you did go get a number one wide receiver, fuck, they're not bad. As like
complete and utter rebuild outside of Miles Jack.
Okay, I can agree with that. But I like James Robinson. James Robinson played really well.
Could replace him tomorrow. I put him on a trade block today. Give me a 3rd round pick. You can
fucking have A. Damn, just clean out the whole fucking house.
I would.
More to you.
All right, let me talk about this. Wasn't on the list. Let me talk about the Watson thing for a second because it's just weird how I remember someone saying on our site that they just wouldn't answer the phone for the Houston Texans. They wouldn't even accept their job. And then yesterday a report comes out that the Texans is the most undesirable job in the league, that nobody really wants their job, that Matt Eberflus even declined to interview with him. And now apparently he's interviewing with him, but mostly out of guilt, I guess.
Out of shame.
I said this to Anthony last week, but I want to see what you think of it.
Okay.
I would not take their job because the second I walk in the door, I would have to trade Watson, and I would trade him despite the fact that he wants out. I would trade Mike Trout if I walked into the Angels job because you have no choice. You either walk in, you get stuck with this player and have no talent around him and you'll never win, or you can trade a franchise player, have your name attached to that, and have to start from scratch, and you'll probably be fired before you ever get a chance to rebuild them. No, thank you. Don't call me. Won't answer the phone for you.
No, I mean,
I'm not going to be the guy that trades Mike Trout. I'm not going to be the guy that trades Deshaun Watson, even though I think it's the right thing to do because they're such a mess. Watson's going to be 30, 31, 32 by the time you can even turn that thing around.
Is he? Oh, I was about to say, I was like, is he already that old?
No, but
yeah.
We did this with what's the problem with the Texans? We don't have any good players. Okay, how do we solve the problem? Well, we don't have any draft picks either. Get me out of here. Wave the white flag. No, thank you. Please get me out of here. No, thanks.
Yeah.
I'm doing this.
Day one, you would have to trade Deshaun Watson and J.J. Watt. Day one. And then 3 years of that would be just fixing up bad contracts. And
in the NFL, you get fired.
Yeah, for doing that. For trying to fucking clean it. Like, there's no hope. Bill O'Brien, he's like, well, if I can't succeed here, no one's going to succeed here for a while. And so that's That's the mindset he went in there.
I'd love to see Bill O'Brien get hired by Nick Saban. He's got the ultimate rehab facility. We take drunk Steve Sarkisian. We'll turn him around into the University of Texas coach. It don't matter who he takes. Butch Jones was a clown at Tennessee. Yeah, bring him on down. He takes all these rejects, turns them into winners.
Well, they're already broken down, and so he can build them. He can like mold them the way he wants.
Next, he'll take Jim McElwain back, the guy who likes sharks a little bit too much.
Just a little.
You don't even know what I'm talking about.
Nope.
All right,
absolutely not.
Yeah, last thing. I want your take on your favorite player of all time, James Harden.
Fucking shit.
I know you love him to death. You would break up with your fiance to marry James Harden tomorrow if you could. Just give me your thoughts on the trade.
I hate it. I hate the trade. And it's not because I think Brooklyn's overpowered or whatever. I don't like the trade. I don't. The Nets have essentially put themselves in we have to win this year. We have to win this year. If they don't, anything short of a championship, it's just not fucking worth it. It wasn't fucking worth it. I like LeVert. I'm glad, the Pacers got a steal for him. Depot's not, he's a great player. He's just not like, he doesn't have that mentality. Like, I'm going to go over and take over this fucking game. He might have a good game because he's just feeling it, but he's not going to say, give me the fucking ball. I'm going to take over this game. He's in Houston. He's got John Wall and Christian Wood there, and then they sent all these fucking picks for James Harden. Everyone overreacted to this first game because, yes, James Harden had a triple-double. Kevin Durant played really well. I was like, that's the honeymoon. That's just the honeymoon. Just wait. And especially with Kyrie being a fucking head case half the time, you never fucking know what's going to happen. You just don't know what's going to fucking happen, right? Someone's going to say something's going to be piss somebody else off. And let's just mention how fucking immature James Harden is because he was wearing a fat suit. He was wearing a fat suit. There's no doubt.
He ate his way out of town.
The man, one night, like 2 days later, has the best fucking diet ever, and I swear to God, he lost 50 pounds.
He ate his way out of town.
I don't know how he did it. He fucking walked to Brooklyn. That's how he lost all the way. He walked to Brooklyn, eating fucking chips and Tic Tacs or some shit on his diet or something. I don't know, but he's fucking immature as hell. And what pissed me off, not pissed me off, but he was like, oh, we just don't have enough talent here in Houston. I mean, he barely played with. I mean, yeah, I know you don't like John Wall and everything, but like they could have. He had a lot of talent on that team.
Stop it.
He did. Eric Gordon's good. Christian Wood's really good.
You're not going to win a title in Houston.
Well, no, but James Harden's not going to win a title anyway.
I think they're going to win it.
I
know you think I'm crazy. I know you think I'm crazy.
No, and it's not that. I don't want him to win it, and if they win it, I will.
Yeah, because you're emotional.
Yeah, I fucking hate James Harden.
Alex needs to get his way. He can't root for the team that's going to win.
Hell yeah. If I'm not doing that, then who am I? No, this dude dribbles fucking 15 times and then does a step back three and he makes it and people go fucking nuts over it. It's just like this guy is fucking like he can score, okay, but like holy shit, y'all call this basketball? Like how do people fucking stand this guy? Like
Alex has something to say. I can see it in his face.
Yeah, I just want to jump in and say that like I like it for the simple reason you make a great point, Alex, that you're saying that, it puts him in a must-win type of thing. That's not really the greatest thing. I like it because it puts Kevin Durant and James Harden in a must-win mentality. You got two great scorers, great shooters in a must-win mentality, and they're going to win the whole thing. They're going to win the whole thing because of that simple reason. If they get Kyrie, game over. Just don't even play the rest of the season. If he gets out of his basement, don't even play the rest of the season.
Basement.
We got to look up the clubs in Brooklyn. I've been to Brooklyn a bunch, but we got to really look up.
They're going to milk the clock. They're going to for 22 seconds. They're going to fucking dribble the ball, and then someone's going to shoot at the last second. That's going to be their fucking offense. 7 seconds, whatever. I
think Brooklyn's going to win it, and I think this is the one team. I didn't want. I kind of would have been okay with the Celtics making the move just because I'm done with Kemba Walker. I'm done with him. But this is the one team in the league that needed to pull the trigger on James Harden because James Harden has to answer to Kevin Durant. There's not another team in the league because you're right. James Harden can be a bit of a diva sometimes, but this is the one guy in the league James Harden, this is Durant's team. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And Kyrie will buy back in eventually. He's just going through his moods. I think it's going to work.
And hear me out. And you know I feel this way. I think Kevin Durant's the best player, right? Dude's playing at like 75, 80%, I feel like. He's coming off of injury. And I don't think he's 100%. And he's fucking...
He will be by whenever the finals are.
Yeah, he's hooping though right now, okay? And so he's not even
love
playing.
That word too much.
I do. Hooping and like baller. Like, yeah, it's a hooper.
I imagine you say that to your fiance sometimes just to get you going.
Yeah, I'm a hooper.
Just tell me I'm a good hooper.
I'm a hooper. Like,
Babe, just tell me I'm a good hooper.
That's our foreplay. No, but I also have questions because like Kevin Durant, is he going to be man enough to say, James Harden, shut the fuck up, let me take this shot?
Yeah.
Like, is he though?
People give Durant a bad rap.
Well, and that's another thing too.
For no reason.
If they win the championship, how much credit is Kevin Durant actually going to get?
All of it.
No, he won't. I bet you anything he won't get all the fucking credit for it.
Well, then that's just the media hating the guy for no reason.
Of course. But, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
I just don't know what people want out of Durant. What do they want out of this guy?
Dude just, he balls out. That's all he does. That's literally all he's fucking done his whole career.
In the finals, in back-to-back years, he stared LeBron James in the face and didn't just beat him. He was better than him statistically each and every game. What do you guys want out of him? And then he said, "Oh, it's too easy." So then he leaves for Brooklyn. And if he wins in Brooklyn, what is the excuse then?
Well, no. Then you want to talk about, oh, he was playing with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. How good is Steph Curry doing right now? I mean, he has to score 50 points. He has to score 50 points for the Warriors to even have a fucking chance.
Draymond Green's done. That's their problem.
Yeah,
he's not the same.
No, I never liked Draymond Green though.
He's my kind of guy. You know that.
I said that
love
contract.
Draymond Green.
That contract was a sham as soon as he signed it. It was a sham.
The contract's bad, but he's my kind of guy. I'd love to surround myself with 4 Draymond Greens. Just walking anywhere.
Triple single. So you have to score 85 points to win the game?
No, I just meant like just going out to dinner or something. Just have 4 Draymond Greens by me.
Dude talks a lot of shit for a triple single.
All right. I guess that's gonna do it for this week. Alex, you have anything else to add? Other Alex, anything else to add?
I just wanted to say that, like, if Kevin Durant does win, and they want to say, people want to say other things, I think the only thing that could be said is, you won with a big 3, and then you won with another big 3. So then, I mean, that's at least what I would say. And I was like, go.
Who cares?
Go do it with LeBron on the Cavs. Go play that game. Like, if you really want to do it, go do it yourself.
I hate this argument.
All I would say.
I hate all of that.
All LeBron, he just.
I'm a big LeBron fan. That's why I'm saying that. But that's all I would say.
Somehow I found a producer that loves LeBron and he loves the Yankees. What did I do to myself?
That's all I'm saying.
Drives into the paint.
Like, he's got Harden now. He's got Kyrie. He had Steph. He had Klay, Draymond. He had the whole 9. I'm sure he was the better player, and he was the best player on Golden State at that time. But I'm saying, if you want to make it easier or harder on yourself, then go do it yourself. That's it. Go do it yourself.
That would be like if I fired all my best people and say, I'm just going to make my life harder.
LeBron didn't do that with the Heat.
See if I can do it.
But he did it with the Cavs, and he beat KD. He beat Steph.
He did have Kyrie.
Oh, he beat Durant when he was like 19 or whatever, or 20.
Yeah, in 2012. When like literally Russell Westbrook and James Harden weren't like at that star level yet. Kevin Durant was.
They were little babies. They shouldn't have even been in the finals.
Y'all shouldn't have won 2013 either. It's only because of fucking Ray Allen in Game 6 of the 2013 finals. Yes, and I think about this shot and it still hurts me deeply, okay? That's the only fucking reason why they won. Without that shot, LeBron has 2 rings.
This is why we love Alex. He's our guy.
Okay? But I do give LeBron a lot of credit for 2015 though. 2015 should have had Finals MVP. Better than fucking Iguodala. That's like the one rare instance where the MVP, the Finals MVP, should have went to the other team, like the team that lost. I give him a lot of credit. 2016 was a great Finals. I give him that too. But
all right, make sure to follow our guy Alex Chick. He's Vendetta Coach? Any underscores in there?
No, just as typed.
Vendetta Coach. Make sure to follow him. Myself, Trey Daubert. Our producer, what's your Twitter handle?
At alldayaj27.
There we go. Make sure to follow him. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I don't know, Alex. What do we think? Maybe one, or should we do 2 episodes a week now?
Yeah, we might have to.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to our guy. Yeah.
Whatever you want. Whatever you want. I told you,
Okay.
you got an open
Sorry.
schedule. We'll figure
Sorry.
it out. We'll talk.
All right. We'll figure it out.
Call me when you need me.
All right. That's going to do it for this week. Thanks for watching and listening, and we'll see you next time.